What's up, guys? We are on day 5, and I got 3 things I want to talk about today on That's a Song. One, health in general, um, family health. I started thinking like some of the health issues in my family, not all of them are preventable, and sometimes things are just genetic, but then there's also things that we can check on to make sure that we get ahead of those things. uh, so cancer is definitely something that runs in my family, and my son graduating this upcoming week at a high school is preventing my father from coming to the graduation. Cancer is preventing my father to come to the graduation now. He's had cancer for, I want to say, 18, 19 years. So it's a blessing that he's still with us, but there's a new treatment through IV radiation, through IV, that can, I guess, localize or identify exactly where the cancer is and start the treatment there rather than doing the treatment to the entire body. The IV, it'll go and find the cancer right where it's at and help treat it. So it's a great process that they now have. But just what are we putting in our body? What are we, can we be more mindful and understanding the genetics, understanding the family of what you come from, and if there's cancer or whatever type of diseases there are, just trying to make a more conscious effort of what I'm going to be putting into my body, because at this point cancer is not curable, and it's on my side of the family, it's on my wife's side of the family, and I think it's something that a lot of families deal with. And you could be the healthiest person and still get cancer. I completely understand that. But are there some things where you could lower the percentage of the likeliness? And I think there is. And then checkups. So I am 42 years old, going to be 43 on September 11th. Went to the doctor a couple months ago and started figuring he would be asking me questions about a certain checkup at this age for a male. And they don't, I'll just say it, they don't do the thumb up the butt thing anymore. It's just all blood work. So make sure you go get checked. It's just blood work, and they can check your prostate from there. So I think it's a combination of putting healthier things in our bodies, compounded with more checkups and going to the doctor and making sure that we're good, our family is good. Because if we're not here, I feel like a family takes multiple pillars, and to keep that pillar of you within the family, you got to make sure you're healthy. So it's something that I have not always prioritized, hardly ever prioritized, but it's something that I'm making a conscious effort with now to prioritize, because I'm not just trying to be healthy for me anymore. What a cameo. Yeah, you're not just trying to be healthy for yourself anymore. At this point, you're trying to be healthy for your kids and your family. And that's kind of my motivation of waking up 5 o'clock in the morning and trying to get a workout in, and then just even walking around doing these videos. One, gets the brain going, and two, sure, you can hear I'm out of breath. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about today. Second thing I want to talk about on a lighter note, basketball fans. Game 7 is tonight. Oklahoma City, San Antonio Spurs. Most games have been blowouts. I don't know how old Victor Wembanyama is, but I know he's young, early 20s. I think OKC is going to be extremely physical with him tonight. Try to knock him off his game. If it's game 7 and the Spurs are down by a lot, don't be surprised if Wembanyama hauls off and punches somebody. I think his emotions are going to get to him. I think he is, you could tell he's passionate. He wants to win so bad. Or one of them elbows, one of them sharp elbows to somebody's face. I wouldn't be surprised if I see him let the emotion of a game 7 get to him and haul off on somebody or give somebody an elbow to the face. Now, the second thing with that game, there's been so much made about SGA, Shea, about his flopping, which I'm a New York Knicks fan. I don't want to say that Jalen Brunson flops, but he definitely plays for the whistle at times. And sometimes it's just strategic. But it pisses me off sometimes watching even Jalen Brunson play because he's definitely looking for the whistle. In this game, I don't think SGA is going to get the whistle. I know it's going to be an OKC for game 7, but I highly doubt that he's going to get the whistle because so much has been made about him going to the free throw line. So those are the two things I'll be looking out for tonight's game 7. Wembanyama keeping his emotions in check, and then SGA having to come up with something different than just going to the foul line to try to win this game 7. Last thing for the day, us Knicks fans. Yo, we gotta chill. We gotta chill. Because we went from Mike Brown needs to be fired, Mikal Bridges was a bad trade. Let's not even get into Karl Anthony Towns and some of the things we were saying about him, to, yo, we don't care who comes out of the Western Conference, we're going to sweep them. Are we, as Knicks fans, turning into Dallas Cowboy fans? I think it's quite possible. I think we want to fire the coach and trade the quarterback every other Sunday, but in a basketball way. And then at the beginning of the season, you know, we're going to the Super Bowl. Halfway through the season, Jerry needs to sell the team, you know. So I think we got to chill as Knicks fans, and we just can't ride the emotional roller coaster as Knicks fans. And I am 1,000,000% guilty of it. And here, I'll even tell you how guilty I am of it. Beginning of the Philly series, I told a friend of mine, I would like the Knicks to trade Jalen Brunson for Tyrese Maxey. I said that as a Knicks fan. The captain, Mr. New York, Big Body Brunson. I was ready to trade Jalen Brunson for Tyrese Maxey. To be fair to me, that Atlanta series, we didn't really see what Cat was doing at the top of the key yet and being a facilitator. But yo, Jalen Brunson would just dribble and dribble and dribble the air out of the ball. And then since he doesn't have the height, he'd get down in the lane and he would kick the ball out to somebody like a Josh Hart who only had 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And anyway, yes, I was looking to trade Jalen Brunson for Tyrese Maxey at the beginning of the Philly series. Do I feel that way? Would I do that trade right now? Obviously not. So I am putting myself in the pool of Knicks fans that need to chill. So we do kind of care who's coming out of the West. What do they say? Style makes fights. I think I'd rather play San Antonio because the Knicks beat them in the that midseason tournament. And OKC, if they're healthy, they just have too much firepower. Like, you can come out of that third quarter like how the Warriors used to, and all of a sudden they go on a 15-0 run. I don't see that as much with San Antonio, but the athleticism and the strength on defense for San Antonio would definitely pose a problem. But we got guys like OG, who I think they could deal with getting defended by like a Castle or something like that. I think that's where SGA is struggling a little bit, just because some of the defense that's getting thrown to him, he's not used to handling. He's not used to handling the athleticism and the strength and the bumping that he's getting from a Stephon Castle. So the three things today: health, and not for ourselves, for our family. Second, the emotion of Wembanyama for the Game 7 tonight. And third, yo, Knicks fans, we got to chill, me included. I was over here ready to trade Jalen Brunson for Tyrese Maxey before that Philly series. Tyrese Maxey's a hell of a player. And Jalen Brunson. So I'd have got fired as a GM on day one. All right, I'm heading out to one of our rental properties this morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.